Inside Alexandre Pato's forgotten spell at Chelsea, where he scored just one goal. In 2009, Chelsea were desperate to sign Alexandre Pato. The AC Milan forward, who was the latest exquisite piece of craftsmanship from Brazil's inexhaustible conveyor belt of talent, had the world at his feet after taking Serie A by storm as teenager. His explosive pace and eye for goal had turned him into the envy of European football, and that year he was duly crowned winner of the prestigious Golden Boy Award. Carlo Ancelotti, who had just joined Chelsea from Milan, wanted to bring Pato with him, but the Italian club were understandably keen to cling on to their prodigious youngster and rebuffed his advances. Back then, if you'd have told Blues fans that Pato would have been theirs in 7 years, they'd have bitten your hand off, but by the time the Brazilian eventually got his move to Stamford Bridge, everything had changed. 4 prolific seasons at the San Siro saw Pato likened to genuine Selecao royalty in Ronaldo, Ronaldinho, and Kaká, and before long there was talk of him following in their footsteps by winning the Ballon d'Or. In his own words, "I was the super talent, the sure thing, but in 2011 the injuries began." He spent most of the next 2 seasons in and out of the treatment room, and with his momentum severed and confidence shot, he headed back to Brazil in a desperate bid to save his career. Mercifully, the injury problems subsided and the goals began flowing again, and when Chelsea approached with a loan offer in January 2016, it felt like a no-brainer. Pato arrived to find the Blues in a bit of mess. Jose Mourinho had just been booted out, and the club were treading water in the bottom half of the Premier League. Despite this, he knew full well he was playing second fiddle to Diego Costa up front, but with the Brazilian-born Spain international misfiring, there was every chance at regular first-team action and redemption on the European stage. But it wasn't to be. While interim boss Goose Hiddink insisted at the time that the move was not a gamble, he left Pato out of the squad for 2 whole months. Should Chelsea have given Alexandre Pato more of a chance? Let us know what you think in the comments section. The Brazilian finally got his chance on April 2, coming on as a first-half substitute for the injured Loic Remy against Aston Villa. He looked sharp too, winning and converting a penalty for the second goal in a 4-0 victory, but he was picked just once more for the side before being apathetically jettisoned at the end of the season. The reason? Chelsea were convinced he was still made of glass, at least according to Pato, who claimed he thought the club would make his loan move permanent in the summer. "I was still dreaming of Europe when Chelsea called, but I paid the price again for being overprotected," Pato told the Players' Tribune. "I thought that Chelsea would loan me for 6 months and then I'd sign for 3 years. I didn't realize that they could say no after the loan. Had I known, I would have gone elsewhere. It was a pity because I was training really well and the coach only played me twice. I never understood why. In a season where the Blues had almost nothing to lose, they finished 10th. You'd have thought they could have afforded to take a teeny-tiny risk on Pato on the off chance here he discovered the magical form which had them salivating so shamelessly over him 7 years prior. Instead, he simply became another victim of the seemingly never-ending Chelsea striker's curse, which to be fair has claimed scalps from some of the biggest names in the game. Andriy Shevchenko, Fernando Torres, Radamel Falcao, Samuel Eto'o, Gonzalo Higuain, Alvaro Morata, Timo Werner and now Romelu Lukaku, illustrious company indeed for Pato, but not the kind he was expecting when he walked through the doors at Stamford Bridge.